Have you ever wondered why some siblings grow more distant as they get older, even after sharing decades of life together? Why is it that relationships forged in the innocence of childhood sometimes fade into silence, bitterness, or even rivalry in old age? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, and today we're going to explore a topic many people hesitate to talk about: why, after turning 60, it might actually be healthier to maintain distance from your siblings. Yes, you've heard that right. The very people who shared your childhood bed, your parents, your secrets, could become a source of emotional burden later in life. In this video, we'll unravel the truth behind this uncomfortable reality. We'll dive into the psychology, the stories, and the unspoken rules that often push siblings apart after decades of connection. Most importantly, we'll discuss how to protect your peace in later life, even if it means stepping back from those closest by blood. Let's begin with a common misconception that sibling bonds must last a lifetime, no matter what. The reality is far more complex. The first major reason siblings should consider stepping back after 60 is accumulated emotional baggage. Decades of unresolved rivalry, jealousy, and comparison don't just disappear with age. In fact, they often deepen. As children, you might have fought over tastes, teens, maybe over parental attention. As adults, it becomes about careers, marriages, inheritances, or even whose children turned out better. Take the story of two brothers, Mike and Andrew. As children, they were inseparable. As adults, they started families and settled in different cities, but beneath the surface was a constant tension. Andrew, the younger one, always felt Mike got more praise from their parents. Mike, on the other hand, resented Andrew for being the golden child who was always bailed out of trouble. After their parents passed away, everything exploded. A minor disagreement over funeral arrangements escalated into a full-blown argument about who did more, who sacrificed more, who was the real godson. They haven't spoken in years. This story isn't unique. It's repeated in countless families. Why? Because time doesn't heal wounds that were never acknowledged, let alone addressed. And after 60, most people are not looking to unpack decades of buried resentment. They're looking for peace, and sometimes that peace can only be found through distance. The second reason is conflicting values and lifestyles. Life takes people in very different directions. One sibling might have built wealth through entrepreneurship, while another chose a simpler, more frugal life. One may value ambition, while the other values tranquility. These differences, while seemingly benign, can create deep rifts when they are not respected. Take the case of sisters Elaine and Ruth. Elaine became a successful businesswoman, living in a luxury apartment in the city. Ruth remained in their hometown, working part-time and volunteering at a local shelter. When they met during family gatherings, the conversations were strained. Elaine spoke of investments, travel, and private clubs. Ruth criticized her for being out of touch, materialistic. Elaine thought Ruth was lazy and judgmental. Eventually, even the pretense of sisterhood vanished. He realized they no longer spoke the same language, figuratively and emotionally, and rather than continue to engage in draining, critical conversations, they chose to step back. Was it sad? Yes, but it was also necessary. After 60, your time and energy become precious. You've likely already navigated careers, raised families, overcome health challenges, or dealt with loss. You don't need to spend your remaining years out in battles with people who don't see the world the way you do. The third and perhaps most important reason for creating distance is to protect your mental and emotional health. Your 60s and beyond, your well-being matters more than family expectations. If interacting with a sibling leaves you feeling drained, criticized, or invalidated, it is not betrayal to walk away, it is self-preservation. One woman, Sharon, shared how her older sister constantly belittled her, even into their 70s. Comments like, "You've always been the slow one," or "Remember when Mom used to say you'd never marry," continued, thinly veiled as jokes. For decades, Sharon laughed it off, until one day, he didn't. He stopped attending family events, locked her sister on social media. For the first time in your life, he chose peace over politeness. And he never looked back. We live in a society that glorifies family unity at all costs, but not all costs are worth it, especially not your self-esteem, especially not your sanity. It's because choosing distance doesn't mean harboring hate, means setting boundaries, means choosing calm over chaos, means accepting that love sometimes exists best from afar. But here's the twist, sometimes distance brings clarity. When you stop trying to fix, compete, or prove yourself to your siblings, you start seeing them as human beings, not as characters in the drama of your life. Some people, after years of no contact, reconnect with a newfound mutual respect because both parties grew separately. Others never speak again and feel a deep sense of relief. Both outcomes are valid. What matters is that your decision comes from reflection, not reaction, from self-respect, not bitterness. Now, let's turn inward. What is it so hard to accept that some sibling relationships are better left distant? Because we were raised to believe that blood is everything, that siblings should be your best friends, that forgiveness is mandatory, that family ties are sacred. But sacred doesn't mean compulsory. You don't want anyone constant access to your time, your energy, your life, just because you share DNA. Where sibling relationship is just like any other relationship, needs respect, needs reciprocity, needs mutual care. If it lacks those things, you have the right to step back. And stepping back doesn't make you ungrateful. It makes you aware. It says, I love myself enough to protect my peace. To those watching who are in this situation, know that you're not alone. You're not heartless. You're not broken. You're evolving. And sometimes, evolution requires pruning, not out of malice, but out of necessity. If you feel guilty for needing space, remember this: peace is never selfish. So, if your sibling constantly criticizes you, competes with you, disrespects your boundaries, or refuses to grow, it's okay to create emotional or even physical distance. Might be the bravest, kindest thing you ever do for yourself. To those who have healthy sibling bonds, cherish them. Not everyone is so lucky, but don't judge those who've had to walk away. Their story is different. Their wounds are different. And healing looks different for everyone. Sweet age, let us not cling blindly to traditions that no longer serve us. Let us not keep toxic ties just to maintain appearances. Let us instead choose relationships, whether blood or chosen, that nourish, uplift, and support who we are becoming. Let us love from a place of freedom, not fear. And most of all, let us be honest about what we need, what we feel, and who we invite into the most sacred space of all, our hearts. If this video touched you, share it, Someone out there needs to hear that it's okay to choose distance, that it's okay to put yourself first, that it's okay to let go even of family. Comment below and tell us, have you ever had to walk away from a sibling? What helped you heal? What helped you decide? Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more deep conversations like this one. Support us by becoming a member and sharing these stories with others. Thank you for watching this video. We'll see you in the next one.